Hello everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Haldia Institute of Technology. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for getting continuous notification.
Engineering in this matter. In our department, we have several laboratories. Among major laboratories are sensor transducer, electric measurement, instrumentation, microcontroller, process control, and remote control and telemetry laboratory. So, several laboratory works and research work students undertake in these laboratories. These are some snaps of working in various laboratories. One big facility we have in our department, our college has a big central library where all the department books are available. Apart from that, we have a separate library also, which is having 764 titles and 1206 volumes. And we believe that this is the library in the college, which is having several books for our students' reference. Now, which is the major aspect of this year to our participate about the scope of instrumentation engineers. Instrumentation engineers are companies and organizations using heavy machineries to improve safety, stability, and efficiency of automated process. They are also capable in maintenance and production engineering, design instrumentation system, and many more. And the growth in aeronautics and space science sector, also our instrumentation engineer have to work with. Moreover, instrumentation engineer can also fit in both software and hardware sector. That is the specialty of our department, of this branch. And over in summary, we are able to work these sectors: land maintenance, instrumentation design, even sales and marketing, those are interested to, service, research development, defense, marine, teaching, as well as software. And these are the several recruiters who are recruiting our students down there. Here we can have software industries, Infosys, Wipro, Mahindra, IBM. Some hardware and process industries also, like Johnson Control, Haldia Petrochem, PCPL, Philips Black Limited, and some other companies like Byju's, which is now very popular one in education sector. It is growing very rapidly, and many more. Even students from the instrumentation engineer are also capable in PSU also. Through the GATE exam, instrumentation students can pursue their and ensure their career in different government sector, as it is listed here. Some of them NALCO, GAIL, HPCL, NTPC, etc., and what not. So all the kind of issue available, our instrumentation students get the opportunities. So here are the scopes of sectors in industries. Even those of you dream about the research areas to be scientists in future, pursue them higher studies. They can also research in different sectors like biomedical instrumentation, robotics, sensor design, controller design, solar photovoltaic cells, and even some research work may go on in soft computing, image processing as well. So various area actually instrumentation engineering covers. So here some of right students we have mentioned here, only few starting from the 2000 batch up today. We have produce lots of quality engineers who are serving different IITs, NITs, and government sector, ONGC, NPTEL, etc. Some snaps also provided. So, starting from 2000, we are producing quality engineers who are proud working different private, government, educational sector all over the India, rather for the world. So with this, I request Professor Devdatta Ghosh to elaborate on implementation engineering for participants.
Thank you, Dr. Maji. Am I audible properly?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So today, really the participants are low because of the NEET examination, I guess. Somehow, unintentionally, it has got overlapped with that examination. So this is not the first series of lecture. We'll conduct some more in the future. So today I'll talk about applied electronics and instrumentation engineering, where I'm also associated, because there are lots of confusion when we hear instrumentation. What is actually the meaning of instrumentation is? So I'll have a very short presentation, and just let me share the screen. As the title suggests, it is prospect of BTech in applied electronics and instrumentation engineering, where we can identify some of the terms like electronics and instrumentation, and many of the people can understand what is electronics is, but there is less awareness about instrumentation. So my objective of presenting the topic is to make you understand about the instrumentation. And before I start my presentation, I formally welcome all the panelists, where our dear professors are here. We have our alumni, ex-students. And at the end, I also welcome the participants. So here it goes. So the key word is instrumentation. So if we put our insight into instrumentation, it is a kind of automation. And automation is encompassing virtually every walk of life. Automation solutions are required right from agricultural to space technology. Plant automation is the necessity for the manufacturing industry to survive in today's globally competitive market. So what is instrumentation? Technically, instrumentation is about measurement and control. If we talk about measurement, it covers all sorts of measurement, whether it is non-electrical, electrical, anything. And if we say control, we really mean automatic control. Instrumentation engineering is the engineering specialization focused on the design and configuration of process systems. Instruments are devices which are used in measuring attributes of process systems. So if you look into the grammatical meaning of instrumentation, it is related to the instruments. Okay. Then obvious question comes, why instrumentation? It is basically the delegation of human control function to technical equipment for increasing productivity, increasing quality, reducing cost, and increasing safety in working conditions. So before we go into the topic which I've selected, let us revisit our home, where you will find instrumentation unknowingly. Refrigerator, where we control temperature, we measure temperature and control temperature. Air conditioning system, everybody is familiar with. Washing machine, water heating system, microwave oven, inverters, solar panel in some of the cases we have seen, and many more. So let us put some insight into measurement and control. So I've taken a very simple example. When we drive a car, what we do? By our eyes, we call it sensor, we observe the road, and then it goes into the brain, we call it controller or control equipment, where control calculation is being done, and it commands your hands to drive. So these are the three things we can identify, and this is exactly instrumentation is. Means through your eyes you are estimating or measuring, then you are taking decision from your brain, and then it is being executed by the final element. This covers the instrumentation in a crude way. Now I'll take one example of manual control, or let's say it's no control. Suppose there is a reservoir where you are supposed to maintain a temperature, and it is being done by the steam, flow of steam. You have a manual valve here, and say you are present. What you are doing, you are supposed to maintain a temperature. So looking into the thermometer and manually you are doing it. So human intervention is very much required in order to maintain a temperature. And it's really a problematic thing. For a very big process, it cannot be done. Another example of manual control. The problem is, always you have to look at the level in the gauges, and accordingly you have to play with the manual control or manual control valve. So this is typically the problem. Yeah, I've exactly taken the problem of temperature and tried to tell you what is automatic control is. So it's automatic. Once it is installed, it will go on operating. You do not require you to interfere into the process, and desired parameter can be maintained. Maybe temperature, maybe pressure, anything. Okay. I'll not go into details of this, feedback signals, all these things, because if you join this department, you will slowly understand all these things. Today, I'll try to uncover some of the facts which is associated with the instrumentation. This is exactly, one automatic control, an example maybe. So here, coals are coming, it is being crashed, and it is going to be distributed in different places. So this is happening automatically. Okay, and probably Ovik can put thought in it because he is associated with the power plant. Roughly, instrumentation types. Nowadays, building automation is also one of the area where you can contribute. Office automation, yes. Access control, then taking attendance, printers, PCs, etc., etc. Scientific automation, it covers everything. Light automation. Nowadays, in order to save power, we use solar panels, and you can have automatic control into that. You do not have to switch it on or switch it off manually. Industrial automation, it covers a large area, and instrumentation has started its journey from industrial automation. Now it is spread into all sets of your life. Role of instrumentation engineer. What instrumentation engineer is supposed to do? To implement the measurement setup of the parameters of any kind in a plant or broadly in a system. Measurement setup. It could be standalone measurement also. Not necessarily always you go for control. To implement suitable automatic control system setup where we need it. Designing and development of the instrument, because in this measurement setup or in the control setup, instruments are involved, and instruments are mostly electronic type. That's why applied electronics came with instrumentation. And design of development of the instrument, measurement, data accumulation, and subsequent analysis to view the system characteristics. It is broadly done in the biomedical instrumentation system, and we have the experience to visit pathological laboratory where you will find this data accumulation and analysis of the data accumulated. And in a nutshell, it acts as expert system. Maintenance, yes, maintenance of the existing system. Though my previous speaker has mentioned the thrust areas, I'll just quickly review the thrust areas. Electrical and electronic measurement, starting from voltage, current to pressure level, etc., etc. Non-electrical measurements. Non-electrical measurements, pressure and level. Sorry, I mentioned wrongly in the earlier points. Electronics. Very good emphasis is given on the electronics. You need to study analog electronics, digital electronics, power electronics, etc. And can't help it. You should have the knowledge of that. Microprocessor, microcontroller, computers. Yes, computer is also involved as one of the integral part of the system, and not necessarily it is standalone, core department. It is interdisciplinary in nature. Process instrumentation, okay. Temperature, pressure level, etc., etc. You need to measure. Control system, process control. What are the different control algorithms you need to know? Signal processing. Nowadays, it's very important, whether it is a rain data or anything, any data, has to be processed. And this signal processing has a major role to play in our life now. Biomedical instrumentation, I have pointed it before. Huge requirement in the common life. Optical instrumentation. Many of us have seen the optical fibers. Specifically, I'm talking about the participants. Renewable energy sources, we have to find out a solution so that, dependency, maximum dependency on the coal can be removed. So we can go for solar energy, we can go for wind energy, etc., etc. Mechatronics and robotics, though it is interdisciplinary in nature, but instrumentation has major role to play here. Artificial intelligence, yes, it is changing the approach of instrumentation. Internet of Things, this is also changing our direction of thinking, and many more. I may have missed some. Now, quickly, let us see the advantages. If you look at the advantages, it's accurate and consistent information it gives, faster fault identification, improved availability of the system. You can have robots, vision, sensing, cutting, material handling, etc. Increased production. You can increase the production. You can have reduced cost, maintenance of quality and quantity, and of course, you can have improved safety conditions. Few examples, automated video surveillance, automated highway systems, automated manufacturing, home automation. And I'll show you at the end some of the videos so that you can have a look of the practical systems. So from the discussion which we had now, let us take some conclusion. It's my perception and perception of many instrumentation engineers who are associated with this system for quite some time. applied electronics instrumentation engineering is the soul of all automatic process. So
Absolutely, sir.
that's the end of the presentation, and
Good morning to all the panelists and all participants.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you for showing your interest in this webinar arranged by the Department of Applied Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, where today we are discussing about the scope of instrumentation engineering after completing BTech degree from here. So, sir, Uday sir and DDG sir have perfectly described about the technicalities and the different prospects of instrumentation engineering. Now, I would like to show you some of the placement status and some of the companies who are recruiting in our college. So let us see. Is the presentation visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Visible to me.
It's visible to me as
I
well.
don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's visible. You can proceed.
Okay. So here, after completion of the HS in science background, most of the students normally thinks that which type of stream we should choose while they are interested in doing engineering. So uh, actually the concept of coming to the engineering has given the idea in the students mind that after this BTech course we should be able to get some job to secure our future. So that is the prime motto of not of basically coming to the BTech courses. So that is why for the BTech colleges it is different placement. Obviously when you are choosing a stream which is giving you the multidisciplinary knowledge, in that can help you to go for different, that can help you to go for different areas where you can make your future. Okay, so you can choose a different set of business area. You can have different entrepreneurship in your, if you have any business idea in your mind, you can develop that also. And for that we have in our college good facilities like incubation cells and all. So therefore you can have all of your you can have various help to establish a new startup. Okay, apart from that, if you are trying to get some job in the industry, so I will show you that the industry is mainly visiting our college for recruiting the students. That can be classified broadly in two categories, that is the software industries and the core industries. And next, another way you can prosper in your career, that is the going into the academic areas, like you are choosing the profession of teaching and research in some institutes, or you can go for higher studies. After that you can go for this teaching and research scopes. So before that, just while you are completing the BTech in your college, after that the many of the students have a dream to get selected by some recruiter in the different industries. Okay, so today I will show you the history of the last 5 years, which companies have recruited our students. Here we have the list of companies in 2016. Mainly the software companies that came were Wipro, Tech Mahindra, TCS. So all these names are very much known to you. Next, we can see the different core industries that have visited our campus. So among them, we can read out some of the names. That is the Value Prospect, Holdia Petrochemical Limited, uh, Diatech, NS Power. So among them, I would like to say that HPL, that is the Holdia Petrochemical Limited, they are almost in every year they are recruiting from our campus, and they are providing quite good packages also in terms of 4 lakh or 4.2 lakhs per annum. there are a lot more like NS Power, Electrometer Casting, High Tech Mobile. High Tech Mobile, it is a mobile manufacturing company. So in such companies also instrumentation engineers are being recruited. Uh, Opto Marketing, Amazon, they are not directly a core company. Actually, they are some business development companies, and in that field also, the instrumentation engineers are being recruited. Apart from that, we have Thyrocare, which is a biomedical instrumentation company. Industrial handling, this is to some extent leading with the logistics field. Next Gen, this is a printing company. Uh, then we have Imami Agro, Tulsi Weighbridge. Tulsi Weighbridge is a company which manufactures the different weighing system for the heavy machinery and vehicles, all those things. We have the Imami Agro. Imami Agro is a actually edible oil manufacturing company. So like that, different companies are hiring from our campus. Next, in the year of 2017, we have a list of the software companies similarly having the Wipro, Infosys, Tech Mahindra, IBM has been added up uh, with Stack Tech, Prime Focus Technologies. So all these are different IT companies where instrumentation engineers are also being selected. Next, we have the core companies like over here, Indo Japan, Holdia Petrochemical, Topsem, Phonex, Diatec, Industrial Handling. So all these companies we have already seen in the last year also, they have recruited from our campus. Here a new company is called Century LED Limited. So this company is actually the manufacturer of the uh, LED tube and bulb, everything what is available in the market. There actually is very small LED panel is present, which is actually the source of the light in those cases. So they are actually forming those LED strips, manufacturing those LED strips. Okay, so here is a electronics engineers are also required in these companies. We have recruiter like Mitsubishi, which is a petrochemical plant. We have BRG's Iron in our campus, to which is a iron manufacturing plant. Okay. Next, we have the business development companies like in this from these 2017-18 years, we have a new type of job in the market, that was the techno marketing, or in some cases educational marketing. Okay, so those kind of marketing companies also recruiting in a large number of BTech engineers for the development of their business. So here we have a famous company which is very much known to us in nowadays, that is Think and Learn, which is giving us providing a good package to the student also, near about 6 lakhs per annum. Here after that we have Omix, IMAR Technologies, Opto Marketing. So these type of companies are also recruiting EIE students. The next year 2018 also we have similar kind of companies for software, Wipro, Infosys, Patel Infotech. uh, we have the various core companies in 2018. Among them I would like to mention some of them like Linde India Limited, which was formerly known as British Oxygen Corporation. They are a large oxygen cylinder manufacturing. They manufactures oxygen, which is normally used for the different industrial process, and also for the different medical sections also. Next, we have the another giant manufacturer and design company of instrumentation system, that is the Yokogawa. Okay. Uh, Almost after that we have the company called Topsem or Meghalaya Cement, which is a cement plant, and this company is almost recruiting every year from our institute. Apart from that, we had Thermix Power, which is a solution provider, consultancy type of company for the power and environment fields. We have SRMB, that is the SRMB TMT bar. We all know these names. We had Ashok Leyland. We had Jeja Motors, which is Jeja Motors. It is a manufacturer of the small battery operated vehicles. Uh, Next, we had the Adani Wilmar, which is actually manufacturer of some edible oil, and their brand name by which the edible oils are available in the market, that is the Fortune. Uh, so these are the different core companies, and with that we had the business development areas also, like Byju's, AGS, Omics, like the previous year as well. So this is the placement wheel by the ratio by which the students are being selected in different companies. And here you can see something that this Wipro, Infosys, okay, or some Patel Infotech. These are the software companies, and you can from this particular field you can get the idea that some of the student, actually a good number of students, are also being recruited in the IT sectors from EIE department as well. So if any students are dreaming about going in a software company, and by chance he is not getting the department like CS or IT, they should not be uh, uh, means they should not down their enthusiasm, because they can come to instrumentation engineering department also. From there they will also get good chance to get selected in the software companies as well. uh, Next is the list of companies in 2019. So you can see in 2019, apart from TCS, Wipro, Infosys, IBM India also recruited our students. There are core companies like Yokogawa, Haldia Petrochemical, Johnson Control. Johnson Control, you can see this is a in the instrumentation and control company. Normally they are famous products you people may have seen in different shopping mall and different big buildings, the automated lifts. So those lifts are one of the popular product of the Johnson Control. Next we have the top same Bengal Tools, PCBL, like that. Similarly, in this year, we have the business development companies like Extra Marks. These Extra Marks ad are coming in television nowadays, and they are actually the education education system. They are growing some education system online, and their marketing part for their marketing part, our students are being selected. Paisa Bazaar, it is also a marketing company. So these are all well-known and famous recruiter that we have in our campus for recruiting our EIE students. And you see over here also we can show you that a large number of this percentage of this placement wheel, a large percentage of this placement wheel is covered by this Infosys, Wipro, okay, and also IBM. So that shows you that in the IT sector also instrumentation students are being fitted how proficiently, okay. And otherwise we have some core companies, they are also recruiting our students. So in 2020, as we all know that in 2020 the pandemic outbreak has come, and around half of the year we have been unable to continue our normal process of recruitment. But before that we have been able to call some of the companies for recruiting our student, and among them the recruiter were Wipro, Infosys, TCS, IBM, CTS, Capgemini, like all these software companies where the EIE students are also being placed. Okay, and next we had the core companies like Haldia Petrochemical, PCBL, Topsim, and as per the business development category, there we had Vedantu and Extra Marks. Okay, so over here we can say that this Haldia Petrochemical, I have already told you that the package they are providing around 4.2 lakhs per annum. PCBL this year they have provided 5.6 lakh per annum. Wipro has provided this year 3.5 lakhs per annum, whereas as I can remember that CTS provided around 4 lakhs per annum, like that. So these are the average packages the companies are providing to the fresh BTech graduates from EIE department. Okay, so apart from these all companies that are recruiting our students from the campus, there are a lot of students who are after passing out, they are trying for the PSUs, they are trying for the higher studies, and among them a lot of students are there. We have brought in forward some of them for a ready reference, and these are like this, that is shown in this particular slide. He is now working as a deputy manager in Sale Authority of India, and he is working in DSP, Durgapur Steel Plant. No, not Durgapur. He is actually working now at Banpur Steel Plant. He is Santan Chakladar. He is now working as an engineer in the Nuclear Power Corporation of India. Surya Sekhar Mondal, he is now working as a technical officer at Electronics Corporation of India Limited, and now he is established at Hyderabad. Arunabu Mukherjee, he is now working at an assistant manager in NTPC Limited. Mr. Aryan Jain, he is now working as a scientific officer at Homi Bhabha National Institute. Mr. Tipu Sultan, he is also a scientific officer at Bhabha Atomic Research Center. So these are all some of the successful students who has passed out from EI department, and now they are well established in the different government sectors. Here we have some of our distinguished alumnus who are now working as a faculty member of different reputed institute in India. Among them, we have Mr. Biswajit Kaur, who is now working as an associate professor at Central Institute of Technology, Kokrajhar. Mrs. Morina Ghosh, he is now an assistant professor at Indian Institute of Information Technology, Guwahati, and Mr. Professor Chiranjeev Kole, who is a professor at NIT Durgapur right now. So they are all pass out students of EI department itself. So you can see that how versatile this department is. If you are doing a BTech degree from Applied Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, a lot of scope, lot of career opportunities are open for you. You can choose anywhere when what you find suitable for you. Okay, so these are all that I would like to share with you. So I will again insist all the aspirant engineers who have passed HS in science and trying to get into the engineering field, they can choose the applied electronics and instrumentation for a better future. Thank you all.
Very good afternoon. To be very specific to all of you, what does instrumentation imply? Instrumentation is not only science. To be very specific, it is also the art. It is the art of measurement, right? I do not have any presentation for you, but I could understand your pulse. I could understand your feelings. Say around 10 years back, I was at the same podium in which you are right now. But I, on my behalf, I can assure you, instrumentation department is that department where you have electronics, you have coding, to be very specific, computer, you have coding, you have instrumentation, and all these tests are juxtaposed in such a manner. When you come out being a BE in instrumentation, you would understand what you have become. It doesn't matter that if you are not from a CS background, you would not know coding. It doesn't matter. I was very happy to see Yokogawa is doing campusing in our college. Yokogawa is a giant. You forget about field instruments. Yokogawa is a giant in automation. You know, we are running 600 megawatt. We are injecting 600 megawatt to the power grid, which is being fed to the city of Kolkata. The entire automation of the boiler and the turbine is controlled by the DCS. DCS stands for Distributed Control System. I need not to go into the detailities because you will be having professors like Uday Machi and Devdatta Ghosh will make you understand what DCS is all about when you come to this college. So you see, it is nothing about that. If I don't get a chance in CS, I don't get a chance in IT, forget about it. Come to course sector. I was myself also selected from the college. It was an on-campus interview. Haldia Energy is a 100% owned subsidiary of Calcutta Electricity Supply Corporation. After me, Obhimanyu is there, and we both are prospering evenly. What does it imply? You know what is NIRF? NIRF has ranked HIT among the top 2 colleges presently operating in West Bengal. And instrumentation is one of the oldest department that we have right now. It is not that I'm not being biased. You might say that I'm being biased, I'm from this college. No, not at all. I've seen what, when I when I have interacted with other students, I would not name the colleges. It would be very unfair of me to name any college. When I interact with other colleges, the so-called government colleges, in fact, the faculties who came for interview, they also said they did not find any difference in merit in terms of knowledge between HIT and any other leading government colleges in India. I would not say in West Bengal, but in India. See, it depends upon the individual, not upon the college. Okay, it depends upon the individual and the type of infrastructure that you would get in Holdia, specifically in Holdia Institute of Technology, is unparalleled. Is unparalleled. When I talk about, when I think, I would not say when I think about discrete electronics, sensors, the first name that come to my mind is Mr. Debbrata Ghosh. When I talk about digital electronics, the first thing that come to my mind is Mr. Uday Machi. Even if you don't understand, they will make you understand. You forget about learning instrumentation, they will make you learn instrumentation. But to improvise, to implement it, it is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to improvise and implement it. Each and every resource, starting from books, starting from exposure to industries, you forget about industrial training. College will take care, specifically department will take care. Exposure in all spheres, be it academics, be it industrial, exposure would be given to you. Now it is up to you how you grab the opportunity. NIRF is certified by Ministry of Human Resource and Development. It is not an independent organization that you can politically or manually bias the opinion. They have ranked HIT among the top 2 colleges operating in 2020. It's not a matter of joke. You should understand. Standing at this juncture, the organizations that are coming here for placement, it takes a lot. It speaks volume about this department. Really, it speaks volume about the department. Not only that, say, being an instrumentation engineer, what is your motto or what is your goal? You have to design, you have to develop, you have to implement, and then you have to maintain. To maintain, you have to understand the pros and cons of what you have designed. If you are ignorant about the design, how would you maintain? Or if you are ignorant about the design, how would you develop? And if you don't develop, how would you implement? You get up from your bed in the morning. Can you think anything without instrumentation? You get up in the morning, you see your cell phone, what is the time? It is an implicit implication or implicit application of instrumentation. I could have made a presentation and showed to you. But if I say personally, it would have not have added any value to you. If I now say you boiler drum level control, if I say you crusher or mill temperature outlet control, it would not add value to you, much value to you right now. Probably you would become much better than me. But this is instrumentation. You go to get a glass of water from your kitchen, AquaGuard, it is also instrumentation. You cannot think anything without the vicinity, without the proximity of instrumentation in your life. That is why I said this instrumentation department came into origin probably in the year of 1970. It was brought into existence with a view, all the good things from the electrical department, from the communication department, from the software department have been juxtaposed in such a way that it would make you a complete package in today's competitive world. Rest of the things you leave it to the college. Just come to HIT and see what you have or what you will get, what are they here to store for you. It makes me very emotional when I see the number of participants. It might be what DDG has said, it might be today there are some examinations going on, but myself being an instrumentation engineer, it really makes me emotional to see that today we are here. Yes, you can say we are snobs. Yes, instrumentation engineers are snobs. We know what we do in an industry. We know what we do. It might think that we are working with 2 wires and 24-volt DC, but that can cause an explosion of a boiler. It can cause pole slipping of generators. Yes, we are snobs. But standing here and today we have come, what sir told me yesterday, it struck me so much. Yes, we have come to market. The situation is right now. The situation asks for this. Yes, you come, you make people aware of instrumentation department. One of the oldest department of our organization, of our college. You will understand. You join, you will understand what this department is all about. You can get easy recruitments in software also. It is one of the most versatile departments. You would get the chance, you would get the opportunity to sit in software industries also. At the same time, you would also get the opportunity to sit in the biggest core companies. Think the reverse way. If you go for com science, if you go for IT, would you be able to sit for campus recruitment in McNally Bharat? In BHEL? No. You have a knack or you have a knack for coding? You code. You go to Yokogawa. You want to code. How much you can code, you do it. Yokogawa is, every year they are upgrading their systems. This year also we are upgrading in our overhauling, we will be upgrading our DCS from CS3000 to Centum VP. You can do as much of coding as you like. As I said, it depends upon the individual. College will provide you all the resources. It is up to you how you grab it, how you utilize it. See, those days are gone. I come from a government college, means I'll get a job. See, those days are gone. I have been 10 years in this course sector. I know what is the scenario. After being a B, you will get a common platform. Means now you are eligible to come to a stage where you can fight, where fight means fight in terms of academics, in terms of knowledge, in terms of wisdom. From there, if you have in it, you will prosper. It doesn't matter that you are from a private organization. HIT has the tenacity to compete with any of the government colleges in West Bengal. They have this amount of infrastructure. They have this amount of teaching base. I myself, being a college of the student, I can proudly say these things. My heartiest request to each and every one of you, just take a chance and come to instrumentation. See, you would not lose. I myself also got chance of mechanical engineering in Jalpaiguri Government College. Jalpaiguri Government College, I don't know whether I'm right or wrong. I have taken feedback from my friends. I have many of my friends. Their condition is now really serious. With this, I take the opportunity to thank Mr. Debdatta Ghosh, Mr. Uday Maji to give me a chance to speak, to express my emotions. It makes me very emotional that I have come here to say that please come to instrumentation department. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ovik. Thank you very much. God bless you. And I guess you should talk to our present students also, because you are so motivating. Even I should say that I am also motivated with this speech. Thank you very much.
I would, sir, rather I would say, sir, আমি তো বাংলায় বলি, আমি তো এক্সেলও কাজ করতে জানতাম না, আপনারা তো শিখিয়েছেন আমি কি করে এক্সেলে কাজ করে।
It's not a problem. It's our job.
মানে এটা তো ভুলে গেলে হয় না। আমি এই তো উদয় স্যার আছেন, স্যার তো জানেন তো, এখন সত্যি নিজেরই খারাপ লাগে যে হ্যাঁ মানে এর জন্য মানে বেসিক্যালি এ করতে হচ্ছে,
ক্যাম্পেইনিং করতে হচ্ছে।
Okay, it's all right. Part and parcel of life.
Thank you.
These are all
Yes, sir.
professional hazards.
Sir.
Now let us request Ritu Borna share your experience regarding instrumentation department of Polya Instrumental Technology. Okay, Rituparna, over to you now.
First of all, good afternoon to each and everyone present here. Before starting, I would like to say thank all our professors and the panelists and all the fellow students who are here to listen to us. Before talking about instrumentation engineering, let us say imagine a world without instruments. Can you think about a world without instrument? Probably it will take us back to the Stone Age. Think about, you have the bulb in your house, you have the fan, but you don't have the current. What will happen? This current is provided by a industry or a company, a power company, a power plant. So how is this power plant working? These are working with instruments. And who are going to work upon these instruments? The instrumentation engineers. Any industry in this world cannot work without an instrumentation engineer. Each and every company requires an instrumentation engineer. 4 years back, I was at your place. I was in a dilemma whether I should take CS, IT, electronics, electrical, or whether I should go for instrumentation. So it was a big leap of faith for me when I took instrumentation engineering. But right now, I'm a proud student of instrumentation engineering. Why, I must tell you, instrumentation engineering is going to provide you a two-way path. You can either go to software industries or you can go to core industries. Abhik sir has very well said about it. Now,
Hey, don't call me sir. Don't call me sir.
You might have studied about, as you are from 12th standard, you have passed your HS right now. You have learned about gates, right? AND gate, OR gate. These all gates you have learned, right? So in instrumentation engineering, you are going to learn how to implement those gates practically. We are going to have pins, 8085 processors. You work on computers, you work on laptops, but you only know that we are going to code it. But who is going to work on the internal part of this computer? Who is going to do the embedded part of these computers? Those are the instrumentation engineers. We are going to work on these embedded words, the microprocessor, 8085, the microcontrollers. You are going to learn each and everything about the internal part of the computers in instrumentation engineering. So those who are thinking that we aren't be able to code in instrumentation engineering, we have to go to the core sectors, the job is in risk, no such thing is there. You are going to learn about coding, C, C++, Java. These are a part of instrumentation engineering. We are learning it in a curriculum. In the second semester, you are going to learn about C. You are going to learn about C++. You are going to learn about microcontrollers. Then if I come to signals, you know, you work on, you call people. How this communication happens, how this satellite information happens. These are also a part of instrumentation engineering. We engineers work on these also. We have telecommunication, telemetry, which is a space technology. I myself has been placed in IT sector, which is TCS, Infosys from the college, and in a core company as well, that is PCBL, Philips Carbon Black Limited. Now, you people might be thinking that most of us think about our careers. At the end of the 4 years, we want to be stable, right? We want salary, we want a money, we want a stable career. If you go to CS and IT, only one path you will be following. You will be having only software jobs. Either it will be TCS, Wipro, Infosys, or you will be having only one direction to go. But instrumentation engineering, you can sit for any company you wish to. Of course, civil engineering is not included in this. Civil companies, you are not going to sit for the civil companies. Apart from that, you can sit for each and every company which is going to come in your college. Not only in our college, and off campus also. There are many. And secondly, one more thing, GATE, You might be thinking about MTechs. Many of you must be thinking about MTech after completing your instrumentation. There is a wide scope in GATE for us. Why? Because there are very few colleges which are providing electronic instrumentation course, and the competition which will be very much lesser for you people. The cutoffs are very less for instrument teaching, and you can easily qualify it. And once you qualify GATE, you can get into any IITs, NITs, the best colleges, and then you will be having a package and salary which is beyond your imagination, I will say. Texas Instrumentations, ADD, Yokogawa, they'll be waiting for you. So one must not be in a dilemma that whether I should take instrumentation engineering or not. Take the leap of faith, I'll say. Just take the step up. After that, all will be upon our professors. They'll give you the best subjects. They will teach you with their best knowledge. They are going to give you very nice projects. You will be working with such people you can't even imagine. Like, you will be working on various projects, robotics. They have knowledge of everything. Our sirs provide us with so much of experience, wide experience, that we can go for any field right now. From robotics to semiconductors, from everything. Artificial intelligence, which you all might have heard about, artificial intelligence, which is the demand of the hour. You are going to learn about artificial intelligence as well. Raspberry Pi, Arduino, all of these things. Many of you might be from West Bengal right now. So let me tell you about the infrastructure and the college infrastructure, which is also very, Haldia is the biggest campus in West Bengal. I'm not talking about, exceptions are there. IIT Kharagpur is an exception. Apart from that, Haldia has the biggest campus, biggest infrastructure, well-built laboratories. You can have practical knowledge very well. We have 7 to 8 laboratories. On all of them are well equipped, which you won't be finding in any other college, I think. I have friends there, they don't have laboratory. They have a single building in which they studies. And here you will have a proper experience of infrastructure. Campus is so well. And again, I would like to say, take the leap of faith. Please. Thank you. Thank you, sirs, for considering me to speak upon. Thank you.
Thank you, Rituparna. It's nice speech for the aspirants, and we are seeing you after so much time. Okay, still you are our student.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Over to Dr. Machi.
Now, really, we have listened beautiful words from our ex-students. Now, I will request Mr. Rohan Babbar, who is just pass out graduate in the year 2020, to share his experience regarding instrumentation engineering with our participants. Rohan Babbar, over to you.
Before I start my presentation, I would like everyone here to imagine opening a pack of Lay's and finding it to be a little too salty. So it may be a case that someday you open a pack of Lay's and the chips start to taste a little too salty or a little too sweet. So, but that is not the case in reality. That is where our job starts, because we are the ones who make sure that there is appropriate amount of salt in that Lay's chips. That is whatever control and measurement is all about. Very warm good afternoon to all the people present here, my fellow friends as well. I hope you are enjoying this webinar. As my senior, Mr. Avik Chatterjee, rightly pointed, that instrumentation to us is an art. It is an amalgamation of automation as well as consistency. We try to build everything to the very point that is required to be. And I'll take you back to the days when you used to ride a cycle. What you used to do is, when your tire used to go flat, you used to go to an air filling station and there you used to fill in air in your tire. The basic sensor which you used to use were your hands. You used to check whether your tires are tight enough, or you need to fill in more air, or is it a little too tight, you need to reduce the volume of air that is in there, so that the tires doesn't burst while you are riding or whatever it is. So that is where the field of instrumentation starts. It is everywhere today in our lives, and you can find it anywhere, wherever you go, be it your washrooms, be it your kitchens, be it your dining rooms, be it your bedrooms, everywhere it is. For example, an air conditioning system that you use, you set it to a particular temperature, and then you don't have to keep looking at it whether it has reached that temperature, or whether it is cooling it down further, or whether it is not reaching that temperature. Every time it so happens that it is appropriately cooling it to that temperature. There are modes like sleep. So everything today is built on automation, and automation is built on the platform of instrumentation. So there is a lot of things that you will learn when you come to this department. If you come to this department, I hope you come to this department. Uh, Not just instrumentation, not just electronics. There are a lot of other fields that you'll get to know, especially computers, where you'll understand how everything is built to the minutest detail. There are subjects like microprocessors and microcontrollers, which are the core of any computing device. So you understand how those processors came into existence. The Intel processor that you use today, the Core 2 Duo or the i5 processor, they started with a very small journey. They started as microprocessors, and that's what you're gonna learn about in this department. Moreover, you'll learn about some brilliant sensors that are there in today's world. For example, there are some parameters that we use, that we instrumentation engineer measure. Being specific, the parameters like flow, the parameters like temperature, the parameter including pressure and level. So we can measure the level of any tank or a reservoir with a mere sensor system, and that sensor system is as small as a chip on your mobile. That is how much big it is. What instrumentation does, what automation does, is reduce the labor. People, some people have a misconception that automation is taking away jobs. It may not help us land more jobs, but the real concept behind it is automation takes away the labor. It doesn't take away the manpower. Manpower is always important in today's world. Manpower is the only source which can innovate. There is no other source that can innovate anything in this world. Be it any form of machine, they can be programmed to do better things, but they cannot be programmed to innovate. So that is the role that automation has to play in our daily lives. And to understand automation in a very fundamental manner, you need to understand what instrumentation is and how it works. So there are some basic examples of instrumentation that you're using in your daily life. I'll tell you an example of sensor that you use. All of you must be using your phones, and in the phone, when you dial a number, you're able to see the screen. While you're dialing the number, you're able to see the screen, but as soon as you put the phone to your ear, the screen goes off. Do you know why that happens? That happens because of the presence of a small sensor in your phone, that is a proximity sensor, which senses any obstacle that is around it. So that what happens is, when your phone is around your ear doesn't happen to touch any of the buttons and make it like reject the call or disconnect the call, mute the call for that matter. So that is the basic level of a sensor usage, and all of that you understand when you come to this instrumentation department. Why HIT? Because HIT has a lot to offer, not just studies, not just academics. There is a lot of extra curriculum that it has to offer. The infrastructure is exceptionally brilliant compared to other colleges around us, and professors like Mr. DDG sir and Dr. Uday Maji sir, they'll they'll teach you what instrumentation is, and they'll imbibe it in all of you. You'll know everything, how an instrumentation system works, and there are a lot of laboratories that you have in the college itself to understand the practical uses of instrumentation that there are. I'll keep my speech short. I won't waste your time anymore. I hope you like. I believe that you're in the best stage of your life to experiment, and you must try getting into instrumentation. It won't be a loss for sure. It will always be a profit. Trust me on this, because from this department you can go anywhere you want. Even in civil engineering fields, we have Meghalaya Cement coming to a campus to recruit engineers for those roles, be it mechanical, be it civil, be it electronics, be it electrical, be it computers, anywhere you want, you can go from here. But you need to understand how the instrumentation works, how the industry works, and how the plant works. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day ahead. That's all from my side.
Thank you very much, Rohan, for your speech. And let me tell you one thing today, participants are really less, I guess, due to the NEET examination.
Exams. Yes.
Yeah. So, what we have planned, we want to conduct it once again on the next Sunday. So, if you all agree, Rituparna, Ovik, and Rohan, you may join. And I see that your speech is so powerful that I'm also feeling motivated. Okay. And since you are in the fraternity of instrumentation engineering, I'll not give you vote of thanks because you are there in the family. But thank you very much. And I'm feeling proud. Anyway, I'm feeling proud to become your teacher.